Good evening and welcome to the Nevis Newscast. Today is Thursday, February 18th, 2016. I'm Donis Wilkinson Keynes. A number of offenses against the electoral processes are punishable by law. Supervisor of Elections Elvin Bailey explains.
The highest penalty of $30,000 to $50,000 or 5 years imprisonment or both is applicable to the offense of personation. That is, pretending to be someone else and voting in the name of that person, whether that person is living, is dead, is fictitious, and especially if the person doing the impersonation has already voted somewhere else.
Bailey also outlines offenses that are punishable upon conviction by a fine of up to $30,000, 5 years imprisonment, or both.
Willfully making any claim to be included in the register of voters by a person who has ceased to be a citizen of the Federation or a citizen of the Commonwealth after becoming 18 years old and has not subsequently regained citizenship. A person who is younger than 18 years. A person who does not have the requisite residential or other qualifications for inclusion in the register. Knowingly making false grounds for an objection to the inclusion of any name on the register. Knowingly making a false declaration in order to be registered as a voter. Knowingly making a false statement for the purpose of voting in any particular constituency, and being a candidate who commits perjury during nomination about their citizenship. The person who nominates a candidate who commits perjury about his or her citizenship is liable to a $20,000 fine or 5 years imprisonment or both.
The Supervisor of Elections also advises against the destruction of notices published by the Electoral Office.
There's a $500 fine and or 2 months imprisonment for an offense committed by any person who willfully destroys, defaces, mutilates, removes or alters any notice published via the electoral offices in connection with the registration duties or any copies of documents which have been made available for public inspection. To my mind, these penalties are designed to keep the electoral process pure and wholesome and to deter wrongdoing. You will decide whether they work.
Supervisor of Elections Elvin Bailey is the host of Democracy at Work, a program brought to you by the electoral offices of St. Kitts and Nevis. Bailey's entire discourse on the offenses against the electoral processes will be aired as part of this evening's programming. The Ministry of Tourism hosted its 2016 Primary Schools Tourism Quiz yesterday, Wednesday, February 17th, at the Nevis Performing Arts Center, NEPAC. Addressing the opening ceremony on behalf of the Ministry of Tourism was Permanent Secretary Carl Williams.
This is the annual Nisbet Plantation Tourism Quiz, which once formed part of Tourism Week. We no longer have Tourism Week, but we are still having this quiz. Let me remind you, however, that this year we will be having a Tourism Awareness Month during the months of April and May, and more details will be made available to you. This morning exercise is one of great importance. It is one where the students showcase their knowledge about the industry tourism, which is very, very important to us. It's our main industry, and therefore our students need to know as much as possible of this industry.
The annual quiz is sponsored by Bananas Bistro, Mem's Pizzeria, Nevis Spring Water, Tropical Blossom Nursery and Landscaping, and platinum sponsor Nisbet Plantation Beach Club.
I bring with me greetings from the owner, management and staff of Nisbet Plantation Beach Club. I would also like to extend or share with you our profound gratitude for the opportunity to be associated with such a wonderful event. When I look around, I see the bright faces in the audience, and it just brings me some sort of relief that in this tourism industry, there'll be some kind of continuance when people like myself grow old and gray, it's nice to know that we have young, vibrant people that can fill our shoes. Tourism is a vibrant industry. The many opportunities you get to travel the world, do the wonderful things that you like. As my mom always told me, to find a job that you love and you never have to work another day of your life. And I do believe that I have found my niche. I think I'm happy within tourism, and I would like to let you know that there are limitless opportunities in the tourism industry.
Melissa Elliott, who spoke on behalf of the Department of Education, noted that the tourism quiz has helped to groom students who have gone on to represent Nevis at the regional level.
Among others, the 2013 and 2014 junior ministers, Neela Jones and Roger Williams, who represented Nevis at the Youth Tourism Congress, they won. Furthermore, our impressive host here this morning, Tarana Kakker, is the present representative for Nevis. She is our junior minister of tourism. All of these students were once representatives on this stage for the tourism quiz. Therefore, the investment made by our star-studded sponsor, Nisbet Plantation Beach Club, and the other sponsors has made and continues to make a very great impression on our students. It is already paying dividends at the secondary level and further field.
8 schools participated in this year's quiz, which tested the students' knowledge of cultural heritage, geography and environment, and Caribbean tourism. Emerging as this year's winners were Kayanja Body and Tazari Tyson of the Elizabeth Pemberton Primary School. Rebecca Chowti Prasad and Odysseus Edwards of the Nevis Academy placed second, while the Charlestown Primary School, represented by Jakayla Barrett and Sarahi Archibald, placed third. Members of one parish are getting ready to host a new initiative in an effort to get residents to teach and learn more about their area. The initiative, dubbed the St. John's Know Your Community Quiz, is the brainchild of President of the Cane Garden Community Improvement Club, Randy Elliott.
And we look to see how can we bring the communities together, how can we keep our kids occupied, and how can we bring interest in the adults here on the island of Nevis. We made contact to 9 individuals, and these names were given by community development of contact persons within the different communities. And we actually we had a meeting, and the whole thing was each community to develop ideas or develop questions relating to their communities.
According to Elliott, 2 representatives from each community, 1 primary and 1 secondary school student, are expected to participate in the quiz, which will be comprised of 4 categories of questions.
First is sports and culture, education and history, politics and government, and general. And what we look at is to have trophies for everybody that is taking part, and a first, second, and third place trophy, along with a rotating trophy. We also have some monetary prizes. These prizes in terms of the team that comes first place will be receiving $500. The team that comes second place will be receiving $250. And the team that comes third will be receiving $200. The community that wins, right, these children will be contributing a food hamper to a less fortunate family of the community that come first, 1 to the one that comes second, 1 to the one that comes third.
The quiz is being coordinated by delegates of community organizations within St. John's. As said Pemberton, one of the organizers, says some 9 communities will be represented.
Cornell Beach Road Hermitage area, Cox Beaumont and Mount Pelia. We have Coal Hill, Brown Pasture, Morningstar area, Church Ground, Cane Garden, Brown Hill, Prospect, Bath, and Cherry Garden, Malcolm Hill area. One other thing in relation to the audience that Randy didn't indicate is that at the end of each round, we'll be asking a specific question to the audience. And any individual or the individual from the audience who answers the question, whichever community they are from, they will contribute 1 point to the team.
The St. John's Know Your Community Quiz is slated to take place at 6:30 p.m. on Saturday, February 27th at the Ivor Walters Primary School.
It's a community event, and we're hoping that people come out in the numbers. We do not want We do not just want the two students to come out with the parents and the community representative. We want persons to come out and to show solidarity for their communities in an effort for us to help to reduce poverty on the island, help us to reduce crime on the island, and to bring knowledge of your different communities and what your community have done in terms of what persons would have done within your communities to make your communities significant.
The quiz is being sponsored by SL Hosfers and Company Limited, the Honorable Mark Brantley, Yoko Construction, Jack and Associates, Department of Social Services, Rams Supermarket, Best Buy Supermarket, Hosfers Value Mart, Rodney's Cuisine, Lime Beach Bar, Mem's Pizzeria, Reliable Motors, and A1 Technology. Still to come,
The aim is to identify two faces, one male face and one female face, to represent the department and to just about represent the youth on the island for the upcoming Youth Month in April.
the details after this break.
Welcome to Nevis.
It's easy to believe that all Caribbean islands are the same until you visit Nevis.
Nevis is the Caribbean of a bygone era.
You will enjoy a most intimate vacation on Nevis. You're only a stranger here once.
We offer exclusive and barefoot luxury stays.
With only 400 hotel rooms, our island may be exclusive,
but the warm, genuine and friendly welcome is just everywhere.
We look forward to meeting you.
Visit nevisisland.com.
Welcome back. Attorney General and Minister of Communications, the Honorable Vincent Byron, is excited about the launch of the Information and Communication Technologies ICT Governance Board and the official website of St. Kitts and Nevis, which promises to be one of the best models of e-government, not only in the Caribbean but in the world. The launch took place today at the Ocean Terrace Inn under the auspices of the Attorney General under the motto, Transforming a Nation Through Technology and Innovation. The Minister of Communications says that there are two primary reasons behind the Government of National Unity's focus on e-government and ICTs. The first reason centers on building a strong and enduring foundation upon which to deliver services. The second reason is to develop a foundation upon which the government delivers promises made. He says the strategic objective of e-governance is to support and simplify governance for government, citizens, and businesses. The other objectives are to make government administration more transparent, speedy, and accountable. According to Minister Byron, e-governance provides many benefits for government, the corporate sector, and society. Some of these benefits are that government processes become more streamlined, efficient, and less dependent on human interaction, and the cost of processing transactions will be reduced online, resulting in great savings. Another advantage is that of interconnecting various government ministries and departments electronically to share information. The Department of Youth and Sports Faces of Youth Month competition is slated to take place on Saturday, February 27th at the Nevis Performing Arts Center. In a recent interview with the Social Development Outlook's Curtis Morton, Coordinator of Youth Development Zanella Claxton outlined the aim of the competition.
The aim is to identify two faces, one male face and one female face, to represent the department and to just about represent the youth on the island for the upcoming Youth Month in April and beyond.
She noted that the competition consists of 3 rounds and gave details of each.
Those 3 rounds are the introductory round, where the participants will introduce themselves and say why they think they would be the best face for Youth Month. And then in round 2, they get to present a youth issue, but the catch is that they have to present the issue in a creative way so that you don't lose the audience and you keep everybody engaged throughout and interested in what the young people have to say, while at the same time getting the attention of some key persons, such as myself and the Minister, Junior Minister Hazel Brandy Williams, so that we can know this is what's going on in the minds of our young people. And then in round 3, we have our Why Wait section. And in our Why Wait section, they have already been assigned ministries within the government, and they are doing their background research on those ministries so that they can now decide or determine if they were to take the seat today as the minister or permanent secretary for that ministry, what would their vision be?
8 participants will take part in the competition, 4 males and 4 females. Admission for the February 27th Faces of Youth Month competition is $15 for adults, high school students $10, and primary school students $5. That's it for this evening's edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, thank you for viewing. I'm Donis Wilkinson Keynes. Good night.